We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. In Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform, he went 104, 53-1 in the regular season. Threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns. A Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks. And, of course, led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one, a lot more to go. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety. And we saw both evidence there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go.
Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
19, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Trap 50, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Up the middle is Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown. Tim Patrick, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0.
Seahawks 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Gino. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
14.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
No gain on the play there, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Smith. That's caught by Penning. And he's going to be taken down at the... Yard line. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Hey, check that, street. Hey.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ryan.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Boye Mafe. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Gino. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Jack Panther!
Running left is Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They snap it to Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Trying the left side with Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It was Rashaan Evans there to put a nice hit on it. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Wilson. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game.
Touchdown, Broncos! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They go play action now. Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these D3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And Walker once more. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the middle, here's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Smith.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Seven Pirates. 19, right here. Mustang 19. Trap 50.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up second down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Here's second and 10. The slot man in motion right. Throwing now is Wilson. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice game.
Nice solid game there. The clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it takes. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Wilson to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, partner, that'll do it. You know, these Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Denver, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.